It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We had a pretty nice boil yesterday. Ended up with just shy of 10 quarts on the boil, and trees are definitely slowing down, and that's what's happened. So I'm going to show you kind of the progress of the trees today, and we can take a look at what things are looking like. So here's my my front big tree, and this is something that ends up happening. As you can see, there's not much action happening. So what's happened is these trees, the wound starts to heal, and we're at 5 weeks or so, so the wound is healing, so it's actually starting to kind of regrow itself. So the question is, well, do you go and pull a tap and drill deeper? I only put 2 taps in here. Maybe I put 1 more in, or do I just let it be? And I think I'm just going to let it be. We're just shy of 11 gallons on the season, and I think that it's just wise to the tree and to the land to just let it be. So we're going to kind of keep tabs on things today and bring you along, and it is what it is, right? So yeah, the question is, I think every guy asks this. Well, did I get in the game too early? Did I tap too early? Did I not tap enough trees? Did I? I don't have any answers for that. What I've got is these 2 taps come down this hose, and they gave me a little more than 2.5 gallons. I said it before, I'll take it, because what are my options? What are my options? I could be done, and I'm okay being done. At better than 10 gallons? Who the heck needs 10 gallons of sap? Or syrup, rather. Nobody needs that kind of syrup. But we're going to just keep collecting, keep boiling, and we'll stop soon enough. So we come along to this next tree here, and it looks to be right about the same. Oh, probably just 2 gallons, and a gallon of tap. That ain't bad. A gallon of tap isn't bad. It ain't crazy good, but it is not bad. Especially 5 weeks now. This one's more like it. Probably only about a half a gallon. Now, like I said, not all sap is the same. Now, I've got a line of these style buckets, these MB cover type buckets, and they're a 3-gallon bucket. And as you can see, that's flowing good. This is mostly flowed yesterday, but we're good drips, good full drips, and you can see going down the road line that those are all well flowing still. Not giant trees by any means, but they're all flowing really well. So yeah, it's 50-degree weathers. Doesn't help a guy out much as far as wanting to get out, get planting, getting seeds in the ground. That ground is cold, but we forget pretty easily. But we get to be outside. We get to see a couple things. A couple things are greening up. Let's take a look here. Oh, and you can see that is just topped right off, and that's a pretty good little flow rate. we're out here collecting, a lot of times it's become pretty tedious and monotonous, and I can't imagine a person that has, heck, one of my students, they do 150 taps and or hundreds or even thousands. Like, oh man, this would become less hobby. And so this tree is doing pretty well. We got one right next to it, and that's not doing too bad. I got another one right back here. Let's take a look at it. Bone dry. So that one's done for the year. No rhyme or reason. That tree's not sick. Tree's not dead. Wound is just healed. I think one of the issues is that with this style tap, it's hollow. Oh, you can see a little drip there. There's not enough. And so air can get into that hole there, and it just begins the healing process. Which means if your tree's healing, that means it's healthy, right? So I'm not going to get too frustrated over it. Just I know that my trees are healthy. So I got to put this sap in buckets and put it in the tractor. Now, one of the other great things about having a wood lot is you also have a nursery. So usually in the fall of the year, I will start marking out trees, and I will use those marked trees, and I try to bring a couple out into the yard. Yard trees are by far better producers than the trees in the woods. Now, someone might come on and they will say, "No, you don't know anything." Well, that's mostly true on a lot of things, but I know that for you to produce sugar, you need to collect lots of sunshine, and lots of sunshine will do that photosynthesis thing and store sugar inside the tree. And so that's what we like to do. And so moving a couple out to the yard to have good, acceptable shade tree and syrup tree, I mean, that's a slam dunk, folks. But if you don't have woods, I'm sure you know somebody that does. So I'll show you here is one of my tags. And so a little sugar maple tree, probably all the way to the peak of the thing, is maybe only 7 feet high. But it's pretty straight, and this will become a yard tree. Very earliest YouTube videos, I did a transplant video, and what I understand is you got to transplant these things while they're still dormant. You do it while they're dormant. It's not stressful on the tree. You might want to throw a little water on it or mix up some manure tea type, but pretty low stress. Now, you better be really good at identifying your trees if you're trying to do this in the off season, because a lot of trees look alike in the off season, especially when they're young and tender, so to speak. So we gotta get back to collecting. I'm rambling on again. Look what I found. I found a cocoon in the woods. That little homeboy's reading. I don't know. Things you find in the woods. I found that bicycle too in my bucket out in the woods. Yeah, what do you do, right? So, we got a handful of taps left. I know that a few of them are all dried up. A few of them are still going strong. My milk jug one, you can see that thing is full to the brim. And so I'm gonna finish up this collecting here, and then I'll bring in the barn and kind of show you what we end up with on a on this collection. So give you an idea what we finished up with. 28 taps, quite a few trees, probably a good 5 or 6 trees have just dried up, which means, once again, they're just healing. They're not sick, they're not dying, they're healing, and they healed faster. Like I said, we had a good week and a half of almost no flow, frozen conditions, and they just healed over. They kind of dried out at that spot and started to heal, which happens especially on some of these stainless taps. But here you go. So we got just shy of 30 gallons there, and then probably a little bit less than 3 gallons in there. So say 31 gallons, 32 gallons, and it's right around 2% sugar. So you're looking at about 3 quarts of finished product there. I'm expecting, at the rate they're dripping, I'm expecting probably close to the same collection tomorrow. So tonight I'm going to run this through the RO. This is probably the last hurrah, folks, because it's time to move on to the next gig. So thanks for joining me again. If you're new, welcome. I'm enjoying seeing new names and new faces and great new comments. Feel free to share. I would love to grow this channel a little bit, but I need your help in that. So feel free to share and take care. Buy the real syrup, guys. Just do it. So bye.